Hey, this is a quick conversation, a little one here today to tell you how you do something you don't know how to do. That's what we do with people all the time. We teach people, we work with people on how to swim when they don't know how to swim. The way that people learn how to swim, the way people learn how to do something that they've never done before, they don't know how to do, is to do it. It's really that simple. It's so simple. It's sort of like a slap in the face. What are you talking about? You just do it. That's Nike. We're not Nike. But the truth is that when we do something, to do something that you have never done before, you have to simply go out and do it. And when you do it, doesn't mean you do all of it. We don't tell people jump in the middle of the deep end and sink or swim. No, that would be a terrible idea. Um, but we do set people up into a small enough step. You do set yourself up into a small enough step that it is the end result of it, you're not going to lose your life in, right? Jumping in the deep end, having no clue, not having a backup plan might not be a great idea. But there is another way, there's a smaller way to do it that, okay, ultimately I'm going to be physically safe, so I could do this. And we keep breaking things down into smaller and smaller steps to figure out how it actually works. Um, I'm bringing this one up today because I was going to have a different conversation and I couldn't quite get it all together. And I know the way that I am going to figure out how to get it all together is I'm going to keep having the conversation. I'm not going to put out the recording until I'm a little bit further along in it, but I have to actually do it to learn how to do it. I have to get it wrong 16 times before I start to get it right. And even when I start to get it right, it doesn't mean I'm going to have it perfect. It doesn't mean it doesn't have room to get better. I think this is a key and an important thing, especially in a time like we're in right now, where our brains might be going a little bit crazy with, I should be doing this and I should be doing that, and what if this and what if that. And I don't know how this is going to work, and I don't know how that's going to work. The only way that you're going to come through on the other side of those conversations is if you actually get into action. Some step, some direction. The picking a step that you can just be in the discomfort of the not knowing, that it is not such a big step that like jumping off the back of the boat when it's driving away, you might actually lose your life. No, don't do that. Not the right step. But some step that is going to put you in the direction to figuring it out. I put a loan application out for the small business loans, right? I don't know how it all works. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. If I get it, I'm not even exactly sure how I'm going to run it through my books and my accounting. But I decided, well, the first step is I just put the application in. Doesn't mean that I have to accept the money if I qualify for it. They'll tell me if I qualify or not. But I just have to be in it to do it. So if you're finding yourself sort of spinning out in this place of not being particularly productive, in a lot of what ifs, I would suggest picking some project, any project, a project that fits within the constraints of your life right now. Small, tiny project if you are working full time and you have little kids at home all the time. You don't have a place necessarily for a new project, but you may insert a project within what you're already doing to give your brain some focus on it. If you have lots of time on your hands suddenly, of giving yourself some sort of project, not around so you can say, look how wonderful this time was. I got this big la-di-da done. No, it's to give yourself and your brain something to chew on and something to work on and something to focus on. And to be in the presence of figuring out how to do something you don't know how to do. It will enrich you, it will help you, it will focus you, it will give you an opportunity to continue your brain training and your brain work. When you're ready, when it becomes time, but the subject is how do I swim when I don't know how to swim? We'll be there to give you the smaller steps and smallest steps to keep you very, very safe, so that you can go in and say, well, how? Me? I've got the answers in here. How is this going to work? It's always ultimately going to come from you. So get off this YouTube page and stop watching other people do something and get out and do something for yourself. Fail away at it. Play around with it. You will learn something by simply going in and giving it an attempt. Have fun learning how.